ABC Sports presents high school basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by Doan Ford, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Southeastern Med, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Valentine Insurance, Beth Glass C.P.A, and Papa John's Pizza.
coaching baseball. I haven't been a head coach very long. Molly's a good coach. Pretty good pitcher. He was doing decent. We're playing at home. At the end of every inning, he'd come off the mound. We're down the end of the dugout and disappear. And until about the third inning, fourth inning, maybe something like that. We started down there. We stood in for them. I walked around the dugout with that. So when you get home, you can play from home you want. When you see it, I'll play. And then the win is running. I'm sitting up on the dugout. Coach, you want to kick his ass? Never had another problem. I had to go around the corner with it. No, just wait. Wait for it. We were up 10 points a couple minutes ago.
I told you, we better be ready for it. It's the same two crazy ass minds. The same problems in baseball. Tried to warn him.
What can you do?
Well, here's what I wanted to do last year because I knew it was going to be a problem, and it was last year. Obviously, if you have something to say, you will talk to me, no problem. Let's make a plan. I'll talk to you all day. We'll bring up the stats, and I'll show you the attendance. I'll show you we'll talk about what we did. This is what I'm doing. No problem. However, when shit gets on social media, I said, Jerome, here's what we need to do. In our parent meetings at the beginning of the season, you say, listen, you want to talk to me? No problem. But if I see one post on social media, bitching and complaining about your kid playing, or about our coaches, or about other players, kids off the team. Done. Now, how many times do you think it's going to happen? Right? Yeah. And you know what? At some point, you have to sacrifice a kid. He might be one of your better kids.
I know.
But at some point,
I've been there.
you have to draw a line somewhere. And it's going to happen. Your kid's going to have an issue. I'm just telling you.
I know.
If it was me, if I was in charge, you better believe this is a conversation I'm having. I guarantee you, it wouldn't happen. Well, I said, that kid's done. Now, he's got to get the approval of the athletic department. I get it.
They ain't gonna have your back in that case.
Well, I don't know. After this but that's the only way you can stop it, right? I mean, you have to create. There has to be a line. You cannot overstep.
Yeah, and you start with you're not playing. You sit for a game, you sit for 2 games. If it continues, now we're gonna blow whistles. That's where the brother's gonna blow whistles.
Well, it's going to happen. I know it is because those two guys.
I ain't had a few years like that. Then I had 2 games. It wasn't. I don't think it's bad. Because we had social media. Where the been social media.
Yeah, you have to deal with that shit, man. It's going to happen.
Then we got a technical foul on it. That's the kind of stuff right there that you can control. Yeah, definitely. Go sit down.
So his son is in Jacob. All through grade school. Number 2 pitcher. He was first baseman. He was
That's
good.
not okay.
How's that not technical?
He okay?
All the talent in the world, but so really that translates a lot about how terrible the coach, how the team is. Nick, who doesn't want to play basketball anymore, he's so good, blah, blah, blah. So then what you do, here's what I would do. Go get that film, because it was in a Cambridge game. So go get that film where he got stuck in the corner by the bench, and with his back to the playing surface, he just went like this with the ball and threw it over top of his head into the middle of the lane. So all you gotta do is show him that video of how good the basketball player is. With his back to the floor, he just goes like this and throws it to his team. Of course, it wasn't to his teammate, but he was so good at it. All they do is show him that. This is what kind of player. I'm telling you that the player is very powerful. Who's that player?
Rebound!
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder that in between games we'll be recognizing senior Buckeye basketball players and cheerleaders.
Because people don't always, they don't get it. They only see it through one lens. They only see it through one lens. It's my kid, it's my kid.
But you're not giving a true evaluation of kids. I'll tell you about this. I'll tell you this.
I always said this. It is about it. We're not here. Yeah, we want to win games and if we make it happen, that's all good. But you know people, 30 years later, remember everything that happened. But if you learn the life lesson, you want to sit. If I do something stupid, if I treat people wrong, that's going to affect me and my opportunities. Those are life lessons. And that's what people do. You see something like developing the kids to be a division I athlete. It's about having fun, learning lessons, and becoming a better person. And those are the things that you've got to tell parents about. And if you deny kids that opportunity because of their behavior or your behavior, what are they going to remember? But to this day, you talk to this day, you still think, quick the team because he wasn't. If you don't come to practice, you don't do things you're supposed to do. Well, the rest, my coach gave this from me and Johnny Jones and John Dillon. That's what we told kids. You don't have practice lessons. That's it. We have you stand on the sideline and watch your teammates get those games. But see when you get a couple of days, like a couple of games like that, kids that were coming to practice and start coming to practice. Yeah, we were winning games. They were going to be part of it. You're not here doing practice, you're going to do it. But how many times have you seen coaches? So he doesn't start with the rest of the year. teaching a lesson.
That's how you do it.
And the worst thing is, you think, man, we really need them to win. Well, yeah, then you play and you lose anyway. It's like,
Everybody else, all the other kids resent you because they know that you're going to do whatever you want to do. And that ain't fair to them.
There's going to be a whole section of us.
Yeah. He's real good.
but he has his own rules.
All around in this area, out.
I talked to him about that. Do it again. He said, we'll do a team, then everybody goes at the same time. I mean, that's what he used to say. And the kids coming to practice and one, playing, whatever. He said, well, you're going to be
Technical when I go, oh, Chinese.
I did. So what lesson is he learning? When you let him play after he talks in attitude, he says he finds out he can do it. I said, well, let me teach you that. Let me tell you music. And you were still in the program people took the ball game and they covered things up. They don't know every class, including my I screwed up because nobody had me time. If we ever had people to play the NFL, he'd been away. Yes. The no look in. We want to get this again in the past. 45. Probably is. I ain't gonna know.
And he's a skipper. I had to convince him a little bit on it. Here's our starting center. Now, he's better, I get it, but Drew Young goes our starting center. And until Novo proves that he can be reliable, right? And we could coach Drew the previous summer. I got him to coach our junior legion center because he's one of the
led by example and Phil Payton. We had 3.
Our next senior,
Next year, we've got
Caleb Campbell.
they played.
Escort by Jordan and Mickey Campbell. School activities include 4 years of high school basketball, 4 years of high school baseball, and Caleb is in the National Honor Society and a 4-year academic letter award winner. Caleb's future plans are to attend Kent State, majoring in business management. Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Campbell.
There's some pretty good players there. C.P.A.
Our next senior is our exchange student from Thailand, Luke Dalak Rayon Kong. Escorted by his host family, Ashley Dunlop and Philo Jr. Activities include golf, basketball, photography, and playing Fortnite with friends. Future plans are to attend college in communications design. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Dalak Rayon Kong.
All the time. Guys would drive by the stadium during games.
Our next senior is Parker Long.
They would yell back.
Parker is escorted by Angie and Steve Long. Activities include 4 years of baseball and basketball, 2 years of football, and 1 year of soccer. He's a member of NHS, Union, and Key Club.
Pretty
Future
talented.
plans are to major in nursing at an undecided college. Ladies and gentlemen, Parker Long.
John, I am the same way. I remember 7 years later, I saw John Allen, and he told me.
Our next senior is Cole Parsons.
senior year, so after our basketball season,
Cole is escorted by Scott and Georgiana Parsons. The school activities include 2-year varsity letter winner in basketball and a 3-year academic letter award winner. His future plans are to pursue a bachelor degree at Ohio University Zanesville or the University of Akron with a major that's undetermined. Ladies and gentlemen, Cole Parsons.
In fact, he was probably my favorite basketball player. I mean, as a kid, right?
Our next basketball senior is Levin Pulaski. Escorted by Leo Pulaski. His activities include a 3-year letterman in track and a 2-year letterman in football. His future plans are to attend college and major in engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Levin Pulaski. Our next senior is Adam Smith. Adam is escorted by his parents, Kevin and J.J. Smith. He's a 4-year letter winner in golf, a letter winner in basketball and baseball, a Key Club member, Athletic Leadership Committee, scholar athlete for Galley Tribe Leader, NHS President, Class of 22 President, and he does the daily announcements. His future plans are to attend the Ohio State University, majoring in business management with a specialization in marketing, and to play on the club golf team. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Smith.
I saw him walking all over this Carson time. He said, man, this one clears something up.
Our next basketball senior,
Football game.
Jonah Stanberry.
He said, I just want to clear something up.
Jonah is escorted by his parents, Philo and Andrew Stanberry. His school activities include soccer and track. His future plans are to attend college and run track. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonah Stanberry.
Adam, I knew that. You didn't have to explain that to me.
And our final basketball senior is Drew Yannick. Drew is escorted by his parents, Mike and Karen Yannick. His school activities include a 4-year varsity letter winner for soccer, 1-year letter winner for basketball, 2-year varsity letter winner for baseball, Key Club, honor roll for 4 years, and a 2022 NHS inductee. His future plans are to attend college and major in business. Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Yannick. Before we move on to the cheerleaders, we'd like to recognize the Philo Electric seniors. Number 3, Jackson Radcliffe. Number 5, Owen Smith. Number 11, Aiden Banks. And number 20, Carter McCutcheon. Congratulations. Now our senior cheerleaders. First is Jaden Gibson. Jaden is escorted by Kim and Chris Gibson and Kendall Rhymes. School activities include cheerleading, softball, Key Club, FCCLA, and Spanish Club. Plans for the future are to go to college and major in social work. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaden Gibson. Our next senior is Kiera Keith Hill. She is escorted by her brother Paul Hill. School activities include involved in Spanish Club, as well as traveling. Future plans are to go to Muskingum University, wanting to continue in cheerleading by becoming a Muskingum cheerleader, wanting to be successful in earning my bachelor's degree in social work and working my way up to study psychology. Also would like to travel the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Kiera Keith Hill. And our final senior is Kirsten Keith Hill. Escorted by her mother, Tamara Hill. Her activities include NHS, Key Club, Student Council, and President of the Spanish Club. She's 4-year varsity letterman in both cheerleading and dance, as well as the senior captain for both teams. She enjoys reading, tumbling, dancing, and spending time with her friends and family. Future plans include attending The Ohio State University, majoring in biology, and cheering for OSU's all-girl team. After getting a bachelor's degree, she plans on attending Palmer College for chiropractic for a degree in chiropractic medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, Kirsten Keith Hill. How about one more round of applause for all our Bobcat seniors as well as our Philo Electric seniors. Thank you. Remember, after the game, there will be a senior walk after the game for the senior Bobcat seniors. Once again, that's at the conclusion of the varsity game.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to high school basketball tonight on Nash Icon 107.9, 98.5, your choice. High school basketball, the Bobcats hosting the Philo Electrics, Bill Kafuri, John Valentine in the house to bring you all the action. Exciting JV contest that came down to the wire. Young Cats pulled that one out, and tonight the 5-14 Bobcat taking on the 2-18 Philo Electrics, and anything can happen this time of the year.
Yeah, definitely anything can happen this time of the year, but the Cats also celebrating senior night as well. So the senior basketball players and cheerleaders were just introduced, a big group.
Now I know you're older,
A little
not
bit.
older, but you've had children go through senior night in multiple sports and including basketball, and as a player, you go through that as well.
Yep.
How does that focus you that this is like my last game at home, or does it distract you and you lose that focus of playing?
It's before the game, leading up to the game, all the festivities and all that good stuff, of course. You're reminiscing, you're thinking, boy, and it sure would be nice to get a W the last time and in front of the home stands, that kind of thing. But once the tip goes, you forget all that stuff and you play basketball. So it's to the game plan. Once the game starts, you kind of forget all those things until afterwards when you celebrate with your buddies again. So senior night's a special night, you know, especially when tonight it won't be the last time they're on this floor. They do still have a couple more home games, but ideally it's supposed to be your last time on your home floor. And, you know, it's a pretty emotional time. You're only in high school for 4 years, man, and you got to be able to have a lot of fun and remember these times with your friends. So it's a special night.
So from a parent's perspective, though, you really get the focus of, wow, this is almost over.
I'm getting old is what you
getting
say.
old, and this is almost over. There aren't very many road trips left.
Right.
There's, you know, I might not get to be sitting in this seat much longer.
It's pretty emotional. You know, you try to keep your emotions in check because you want to be there for your child and certainly your spouse, because some spouses handle it a little differently than others.
True.
But
I
it's
saw a lot of
emotional.
posts on Facebook today. Mothers breaking down digitally.
It's going to happen, you know, and we've all been there, and it's an emotional time because, you know, these are your babies, right? You've spent so much time developing these young folks, and you want to see them succeed as much as you can, right? And having a good time on senior night certainly is the icing on top of the cake for that. So it's an emotional night for both parents and players. But once the tip goes up, all of that's kind of forgotten, and it's time to play some basketball.
So let's fast forward a little bit now to your real age. My real age, I can't remember. But But, you think back to your times playing, and there's so many things that happen, but there's certain memories that come back to you. Is senior night one of those memories?
For me, not necessarily. Now, football's a little different animal. I mean, football
Usually is that last game.
Right. And if you've ever played football and run out on the field on a Friday night, you know what I'm talking about. That's a totally different experience. So that was a little emotional, but from a baseball perspective, for me, it wasn't as a big deal. But, the main thing that I remember and a takeaway is being with your buddies, being with your teammates one last time. I mean, ideally in front of your home court, right? Mom and dad are here, and grandma and grandpa, and people in the community. Growing up in Cambridge was a thrill because everybody in the community knew who you were. Oh, yeah, you're this, you're that, you play for the Cat. So you took a lot of pride in that. So that meant a lot as well.
Well, and tonight, the Cambridge, they were doing the senior night here just a moment ago, and I'm counting the seniors. Normally a coach would say, okay, senior night, I'm starting all my seniors. Well, you got 8 or 9 seniors.
That's going to be tough.
Now that becomes a more difficult thing to do.
Right, and we do not have the starting lineups yet.
Not yet.
It's interesting to see what they do. If it were me, and what I would guess is that a couple of the normal seniors that would start might start on the bench, and you give a couple of the cats that don't get an opportunity to play as much or certainly start would get an opportunity. But who knows how Coach Bertusic's going to handle that situation.
Well, at this stage of the game, you look at the team's records. Cambridge with 5-14, a win or a loss one way or another isn't going to make a big difference in your season. Same with Philo at 2-18, and you want to get a win. You want to maybe build a little momentum as the tournaments are around the corner, literally around the corner. We're a week or so away from teams beginning tournament play. So you'd like to maybe get hot at the right time of the season.
Yeah, well, now's the time you want to be able to get hot for sure, but you also need to honor your past and the commitment that the kids have made to you. So you have to honor those kids, and winning a game like this is not top priority. However, my guess is in that locker room, Coach Bertusic says, hey, listen, here's what we're going to do tonight. Everybody's going to have a good time. We're going to play everybody. All the seniors are going to play. But priority number 1 tonight is to get that W. We need to build some momentum, especially going down the stretch. And as you said, tournament time starts next week. So it would be real nice to be able to be playing your best basketball at the end of the season for sure.
We might get a little chance to talk a little bit about some of those tournament draws and matchups. But in the meantime, we're going to pay some bills. We'll step out, take a break on our pregame, brought to you tonight by Papa John's of Cambridge. We'll be back. More coming up on Nash Icon right after this.
It's regift December time again at Jet Auto Group. This is Ed Ansel, and regifting is a good thing. Think about buying a pre-owned vehicle? It's regifted.
This is Tom Loftman. We also have a new gift with every vehicle we sell right up till Christmas Eve. How would a 55-inch TV look under your tree?
Or a Kindle Fire, or a $25 Visa gift card. This is Jordan Campbell, and we won't tell if you regift that too. It's our way of saying Merry Christmas from Jet Auto Group on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge.
In this episode of Ask the Expert, I have with me Shannon Christie, one of the sales team members at Abel's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Refrigeration. Shannon, how do people know if they need a new furnace?
Great question. Just like a car, you reach a point when fixing your furnace is too costly and you should consider replacement. Plus, with a new system, Abel's offers a 10-year parts and labor warranty. And should the need arise in the future, this will cover most repairs.
Thanks, Shannon. Abel's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Refrigeration. One company, one goal, your comfort. Visit them at abelsinc.com.
I was sitting in my car, and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood, and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio, I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door, and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Gene Ford Gymnasium. Tonight's contest between the Philo Electrics and the home standing Cambridge Bobcats. Want to thank all our sponsors tonight: Papa John's of Cambridge, Jet Auto, Doan Ford, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Abel's Electric, Southeastern Med, Patrons, Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Beth Glass, and Valentine Insurance. Hayes in the barn, as they say.
Yeah, what was that?
Hay is in the barn.
Hay is in the barn. I'm not familiar. No.
The hay is in the barn.
I know I'm from Guernsey County, but I haven't heard that one.
The hay is in the barn. The hay is in the barn. You've done all the work.
That means you're ready to roll.
The hay's in the barn.
Okay.
Now you get a chance to take advantage of all that hard work that you've done. And at this point in the season, you're probably as good as you're going to be, right? Who's going to make that? I mean, between now and next week, you're not all, if you haven't been a good shooting team, all of a sudden you're not going to be a good shooting team. And
20 games in, you are what you are at this point. And for the Bobcats, that is, as you mentioned, they're not the best shooting team out there. They can't get the ball in the hole as much as they'd like to. However, they do some things well. They still can play some pretty decent half-court defense, and they're athletic enough they can get up and down the floor. And, you know, again, as far as lineups go, I know lineups have kind of changed a little bit here recently, and Coach Bertusic's trying to get some of the younger guys in to see kind of what he's got as well. So interesting to see how that kind of fits into tonight. But the Cats do some things well, and that is get up and down the floor. They can if they want to, and they can turn up the heat a little bit on defense. Where they struggle is putting the ball in the hole. So they only average 41.7 points a game compared to Philo, who averages exactly 50 points a game. So the Cats are a little bit shy from the points perspective. So though Philo does give up quite a bit more points than the Cats do. So I think the Cats can, if they can play their game under control, win the turnover battle, I think it's going to be a competitive game. However, don't let the 2-18 record fool you. Philo has a couple Cats that can play. Searles and McCutcheon, you're going to hear their names quite a bit tonight. I covered them earlier this year when they were playing John Glenn, and McCutcheon scored 16 against John Glenn and liked to take the ball to the hole. He was a little bit bigger body, and Searles always took the ball to the hole. He wants to get to the line. So they've got some guys that can play. Their issue is they're just not real deep, so some of their younger guys really struggle. So if the Cats can build upon that a little bit and take care of the ball, I think we're going to have a pretty exciting matchup tonight.
starting lineups are in. And the Cats tonight, being senior night, they are going to start an entire senior lineup. Do a lot of times anyway, but tonight a little bit more so. Caleb Bond, 5'11", senior. He's led this team all year by example and his enthusiasm. Nearly 11 points a game, but he's had some games where he struggled because teams know he's the focal point and they put the clamps on him and make somebody else step up. There's other seniors and players on this team capable of doing that. Will they be there tonight? We'll see. Caleb Campbell getting a start tonight. Senior at 5'9". He's come off the bench a lot this season, and he's kind of been that three-point shooter, sharpshooter coming off the bench. How does he do in his starting role tonight, getting his shots and being able to do that? Drew Yannico, we talked a little bit about him in the pregame. Great soccer player, good baseball player as well. Getting a start tonight, his senior night job, and he's been a spot player throughout most of the season. So tonight, chance to get out there and get after it. Adam Smith, 5'11", senior for the Cats, and a good golfer, one of the best golfers on the Bobcat team, but always has kind of been in that reserve role in basketball. Tonight, a start on senior night, and Levin Pulaski, and we've seen him come on in this season, coming off the bench almost every night, but at 6'4", a force, and he's really made a pretty good mark for the Cats. If they've gotten better, it's because he's gotten better.
Absolutely. So the most improved player, if you will, as the season has gone on, has certainly been Levin Pulaski, and it's not a surprise. I mean, if those that been around the team and have been around these kids through their careers, from an athletics standpoint, it's really hard to find a better athlete than Levin on the basketball team, let alone, in the in the senior class. So he's an athletic guy, middle linebacker in the football field, runs track. He's a sprinter, so he's got speed too. So he's an athletic guy. He's been the most improved. And for the Cats' standpoint, they really need him because they really don't have an inside presence. I mean, Levin has been that force inside, and he's put up some really good numbers here in the last several games.
So if you're Coach Pertusit and you're starting these guys and they know it's senior night and they're going to start, how long before you start making those changes? Is it a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes? Does it depend on how the game's going? And if you get behind 8 points early, you make a quick switch. And you got other seniors who normally play. And, you know, Jonas Stansberry has been coming off the bench, but you got Cole Parsons and Parker Long, who have been typically your starters on the season. And then Davion Barr, who's really had a good year too as a junior. You want to get those guys in too.
Yeah, well, yeah, ideally it would be great to have those seniors play as long as they can, as long as the game is within reach. As you mentioned, you know, down 6, down 8 kind of thing is probably when you start to make some of those changes. But if it were me, if I was coaching, I'd give these Cats as much time as they can, as long as the game's competitive, and, you know, give them as much time on the floor as they can, and hopefully you guess as the game went on that maybe they could even get back in the rotation, right? It's not just a one-time thing. It's not just a starting lineup and then forget about you on the bench. And you would want to give those kids more playing time even as the game goes on. But, you know, what's most important? Giving a kid a couple extra minutes on senior night or getting your team prepared for a tournament run? That is most important, right? At this particular time of the season, you have to honor where you came from and who's been dedicated to you, absolutely. But at the same time, this is a team sport and not an individual situation. So you got to get your team ready for postseason play.
Talk about that Philo team and their starting lineup tonight. Cade Searles, 5'10" junior. Demetrius Strickland, 6'1" junior. Jackson Radcliffe, 6'1" junior. Owen Smith, 5'11" senior. And Carter McCutcheon, 6' senior. You've seen them play, and they are, can we say, sneaky good. They're going to be, if you give them a foot in the door, they probably get both feet in the door.
Yeah, again, throw the records out at this point. Yes, they've only won 2 games, but they lost a triple OT game the other day to Coshocton. They've been down the wire in several other games this season as well. And I'm telling you, a couple of these kids can handle the ball in the half court and get to the rim, which, you know, can cause any team issues. If they get to the rim and get some shots off and get to the free throw line, a lot of things can happen. But, you know, they've been down obviously the last several years, but they have a couple kids on the floor that can certainly play.
Friday night on a Saturday night basketball. I was going to say Friday night basketball. It's not Friday night. It's Saturday night basketball. What else do you do on Saturday night? Basketball game. Good crowd here for both schools. We're going to enjoy it. We hope you do too. Nash Icon. Saturday night basketball continues right after these messages.
Do you really think that an insurance company who promises quotes in a few minutes has your best interest in mind? Do they really know you and what coverages you need? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. We take time to learn about you and your insurance needs so you can feel comfortable that you're receiving the right coverages at the best possible prices. Find us on Facebook, stop by our office, or give us a call at 994-1776. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
In today's marketplace, you have many choices for insurance. WB Green Insurance, a representative of Westfield Insurance, is committed to providing you with excellent coverage for your home and auto at a fair and competitive price. Westfield has been in the neighborhood for over 150 years, providing peace of mind and quality insurance products through independent insurance professionals. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield's pledge to their customers. Call WB Green Insurance today.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
In today's episode of Ask the Expert, I'm joined by Ashley Champ from Abel's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Refrigeration. Ashley, what is this YES plan I've been hearing about?
That's our Your Energy Savings Plan. When customers say yes to comfort, they're signing up for all their benefits Abel's provides while maintaining their furnace and air conditioner. Those benefits add up to year-round comfort. Plus, getting a pair of professional eyes on your system can help to detect a small problem before it turns expensive. That's like money in your pocket.
Abel's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Refrigeration. One company, one goal, your comfort. Visit them at abelsinc.com.
Welcome back to Gene Ford Court. Bobcats and the Electrics. Good contingent of Philo fans here tonight. They must know the shortcut.
Yeah. Right
cut over the hill and down the road and
right.
Cut about 10 minutes off, right?
Yeah, right past, what's the golf course over there? Fuller's, yeah, I like Fuller's. Oh, a little different for senior night. Going to put the lights down.
The spotlight. Oh, it's student section. Got the spotlights out. Trying to get a little excitement in the gym. Let's once again hit those starting lineups for the Electrics. It will be Searles, Strickland, Radcliffe, Smith, and McCutcheon for the Bobcats. Starting with Bond, Campbell, Yannico, Smith, and Pulaski. Keys, as you see them here for both teams as we begin.
Yeah, really, for Cambridge is, again, taking care of the ball, right? That's been kind of a bugaboo for the Cats really all year long. They average, 20 or 17 turnovers a game. That's not going to fare well in most games. So Cats need to take care of the ball and need to win the half-court battles on defense. Philo has a couple guys that can handle the ball. They can get to the rim, so they're going to need to be able to play real good half-court defense. For Philo, same thing, is being able to put the ball in the hole. They're not the best shooting team out there either, so for them to be able to handle the ball in the half-court and get it in the cylinder, I think is going to be key for them tonight.
Both teams can play well in streaks. We've seen Cambridge play well sometimes for an entire half, and then the next quarter, just the wheels entirely come off.
It's been like that really all season. They've had several games where they've haven't been able to finish. That was the story in most games that they were close in and ended up losing. So the Cats need to be able to take care of the ball and to be able to finish down the stretch. Most of that's been from the free throw line, as many of us can remember. They only shoot 51 from the free throw line. So
Pulaski and Strickland in the center circle, and I'm going to say a bad toss. Actually, I think Strickland got it too soon. So the Cats will have the opening possession.
Different?
Yeah. Yeah. Not unusual. You see different things happen all the time.
That's right.
Bond against man-to-man. Strickland on him. Left side, Yannico. Takes the pick. Back to Pulaski down the lane. His floater off the rim, no good. And Owen Smith yanks it down for the Electrics. Cambridge, little matchup on the other end. Searles out on top. Cats like this matchup zone. Looks like man-to-man and when the ball's on your side, but actually a version of a zone. Skip pass across the top. Searles won't take the three. Inside Strickland, backdoor cut. Tried to find McCutcheon and threw his hands and out of bounds. Both teams unable to score on their first possession.
Good crowd on hand tonight.
Really.
Good student section for the Cats tonight.
Blue and white night. Strickland trying to take Bond out of his game. Little pick and roll inside. Pulaski out to Yannico. Back out. Smith for three. Touching! Adam Smith. That's the way to get it going, right?
That's the way to make
He
the
should have
most.
been in there all year.
Yeah, make the most of your starting opportunity.
Absolutely. Stop the game, give him a ball.
Yeah.
3-0 Cats, 6.5 left. Radcliffe, left side. Smith.
Coach Haberfield trying to get a timeout for the last 40
takes it down
seconds.
the lane. And finally, he got somebody's attention, and he does get that 30-second timeout. 6:19 left opening period. We'll take a quick 30. Cats on top, 3-zip. Back after this.
I'm not buying till I check Doan Ford.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at DoanFord.com.
Ford Gymnasium, 3-0 Bobcats. Electric use a quick timeout and back in action. Strickland on top. No changes to the lineup either way. Radcliffe, Smith, and now Strickland.
And playing the zone with guys that aren't used to being on the floor is probably a pretty good idea for Coach Pertuzzi.
Searles. New play. Left side. Smith. In the corner. 3-ball. Radcliffe. Cha-ching. And we are tied at 3, 5:40 and counting. Bond, right side, Campbell. And his pass, as you said, with different guys in the game, stolen away. Coast to coast goes McCutcheon. He can't get it to go, and out of bounds to the Bobcats. And as you mentioned that a moment ago, you get a little different combination. Yeah, these guys practice together, but in game situations, you get a couple different guys out there, and just getting the right people in the right place.
Right. Just you don't quite know each other's games as well as you do the normal guys that you're on the floor with.
Bond off the dribble, right side. Yannico coming up on the 5-minute mark, off the dribble, takes it to the coop, hangs in the air, couldn't get it. Strickland taps it to Radcliffe, gets it back. 5-minute mark, 3-3. Back out on top, Radcliffe, left side, 3-ball in the air, off the mark by Smith, and Yannico pulls it down and pushes up to the corner. Double team, back out on top, finds Campbell. Right side, Smith back to Campbell, deep 3-ball. Off the back of the rim, tapped around. Yannico comes up with it, left hand to the hoop. That's not there, and over the back comes Caleb Campbell, and that will be the first foul of the evening. 4:39 left, 3-3.
Deep three from Caleb Campbell, as you mentioned. Not that he can't hit those.
Put a little more juice on that one than he probably needed. Radcliffe to the hoop and to the line. Are they going to call it on the floor?
I don't understand how it could be on the floor. But he's going to give it to him.
And Adam Smith with the foul, Cambridge's second. Yeah, he was heading to the hoop the whole way, but
sure was.
They'll call it before the attempt. Inbounded to Radcliffe. Again, he'll try to penetrate through 3 defenders and lost the handle that time. And Smith, who came up with it, lost his footing, and he'll give it right back. So turnover.
Is there a wet spot on the floor or something?
Smith went down like
boy,
he
his
hit
feet
something.
went right out from under him.
Halfway through this opening period, 3s. And Bond with another steal. He's closing in, and he'll take that one coast to coast and missed it. Tap back out on the rebound. Campbell with the floater, and he'll knock it down. 5-3 Bobcats. Bond came in needing 22 steals to move up one more spot to third place. Who's there? Dustin Ford. He's moved his way up this whole season into that top 10 and beyond. Smith from the baseline. 10-footer no good. And for the Bobcats, Adam Smith the rebound. Cats can add to their lead here. 3.5 left in the opening period. Smith on the left wing. Back out to Campbell. Swings it right side. Yannico. Coach Pertus has left him play a pretty good time here. Has it been able to control it here? Inside to Smith. Tapped off of him and then also off of Owen Smith. It will stay to the Bobcats. And the first substitution of the night, Nick Morgan, replacing Strickland for the Electrics.
No, as I said, if it were me, I'd let these guys play as long as they could, as long as that game is within reach. Give them some PT.
Bond on the inbounds, out on top. Calls for the too high post play. Back to Campbell. Yannico in the corner, looks for the post feed to Pulaski, not there. Back out on top, they'll swing it right side. And now Bond resets, 2:45, 5-3 Cambridge. Pulaski with McCutcheon on him. Cats, little motion. And a new call. The flex play. Everybody's got a flex play, right?
They do.
Bond nearly had it stolen, and now he does. McCutcheon comes up with a loose ball, and then the Cats from behind tip it away and come up with it. Out ahead, Yannico. Back to Bond. Steps into a three, launches it off the back of the rim. Yannico, offensive rebound, back to Pulaski. Trying to bang his way in. 10-footer is good. And 11 shooting touches. The season has worn on. Has gotten better and better.
Absolutely. He has, again, been a force these last several games for the Bobcats.
7-3. Deep three that time by Cyril. And Campbell comes out of there with it. That one was lucky to hit backboard. Back out to Bond, and the Cats will reset, leading 7-3. Pace of the game is really where the Bobcats like it right now.
Absolutely.
Real slow.
Yep, and if they could play good half-court defense and keep that score low.
Bond trap, gets it to Pulaski. He'll take it inside, kick it out. Campbell, three ball, banks it in, cha-ching. Caleb Campbell knocks it down, 10-3, Bobcats.
I heard him. He called it.
Well, tough angle to hit that bank.
It was.
1:12 left in the first period. Bobcats on top by 7. Radcliffe right corner. He'll try to answer off the mark. Yannico chases down the rebound. Over to Bond with 1 minute.
4 rebounds already for Drew Yannico.
He's a beast.
Yes.
Bond left side. Wilson checks him out. Off the pick. Smith back to Pulaski, and now timeout taken by the Bobcats. 40 seconds left in the opening period. 10-3 Cambridge. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
In your time of need, will you be happy with your cut rate car insurance? Will you have the coverages you need? Valentine Insurance is dedicated to protecting you and your family when you need it. As an independent insurance agency, we have partnered with many reputable insurance companies who even have local claims adjusters to provide you with unbeatable service. Are you going to trust a talking lizard to help you with your claim? Really? Don't let this happen to you. Trust the professionals at Valentine Insurance. Call 994-1776.
Back at Gene Ford Gym, 10-3 Cats with 40 seconds left. Both teams have used the timeout now. That one charged to the Bobcats. I saw 3 Electrics at the scores table. Still no Bobcat changes, I don't think.
No, I didn't see anybody report in. But again, you're up 7, right? I would guess at this point you're going to come out with a whole different lineup to start the second quarter, right?
Right.
Mix the other seniors
Line
in.
change, yeah, get
Right.
the other 5 seniors in.
That's right.
Line change there, but for the Electrics, Cooper Radcliffe in the game along with Aiden Banks, a senior and a freshman in Cooper Radcliffe. Nick Morgan checks in as well. Bond, Strickland on him, over to Yannico. Cat's probably going to look for one shot here, you think?
Oh, sure. Yeah, no reason to try to force the issue.
Pulaski to Smith in the corner. And tapped out of bounds by Banks. 19 on the clock. Smith will trigger it in right in front of the electric bench. Gets it to Bond. Tough pass there.
Good hands to be able to keep that from going over the
Don Strickland
line.
puts one hand on, then the second hand will get the call. And Demetrius picks up his first, team's first. 14 left in the opening period. Caleb Campbell trying to get to Yannico, swiped away. Nick Morgan, coast to coast off the steal. Cuts the lead in half, 10-5. Lob into Bond, pushes it up the floor to Pulaski, 2 on the clock. He sees the time, puts up the shot, and did they call the foul? I think they did.
They did.
Got the foul as Pulaski looked at the clock and was contested just as the buzzer went off. So this period will end with 11. Pulaski at the line to shoot 2. And the first one rattles around and in. Foul, I believe, was on Aiden Banks. Second one off the iron and no good. So we reached the end of one. Cambridge leads it 11-5. We'll be back right after this.
Feeding the world takes the work of a farmer. Patrons Buckeye Mutual, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, tips our hat to those who help ensure that we can all eat tomorrow. We are proud to offer the coverage farmers need to keep growing. So we're taking a moment to say thank you for planning our future. Trust in farming. Trust in Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Trust in tomorrow. Contact your Patrons Buckeye agent today at 638-3604. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Back at Gene Ford Court, 1 quarter down, 11-5 Bobcats. See if we get a little bit different lineup here. I think we may. I see a couple of other seniors sitting on the bench that will be coming in for the Bobcats. We'll probably see Parker Long, Cole Parsons, and I imagine Jonas Stanberry. The other seniors for the Bobcats who have not seen action yet tonight, and indeed that is the case, along with Davian Barr. A normal starter for the Bobcats, but just a junior tonight. And the mainstays, Caleb Bond.
Yeah, well, I would guess he's not going to leave the floor too often tonight.
Usually does not.
No.
11-5 Bobcats, the Electrics with the first touch of the second period. Morgan. In the corner, McCutcheon. Strickland, backdoor pass. Too much on it and through the hands of his teammate and saved in bounds, but right into the hands of Stanberry for the Bobcats. Parsons in the corner. Nearly lost control. Back out on top bar. Inside feed. Parsons to the hoop. Lays it up and in. Good ball movement. And Cole Parsons finishes. Cats lead at 13-5. Full court pressure and the travel. The pressure got to McCutcheon that time as he turned. Didn't get the ball on the floor in time.
New lineup, mix the defense up. Why not?
Inbound, backcourt to Bond. Strickland, as he has most of this game so far, hounding Bond. Beats him across the timeline, back to Long. Stanberry. Right wing, Parsons takes the pick, swings it back to Bond. Inside, Long. Skips it over and back on top to Parsons. Open look at a 3. No good. Bond with the rebound and the stick back.
Great ball movement by the Cats to be able to get that open look. It was a good look by Parsons, just didn't knock it down.
Tapped in the backcourt. Barr comes up with the steal into Stanberry. Hangs in the air, made that shot a lot harder than it needed to be. And the rebound and outlet all the way down to McCutcheon, and Davian Barr over the back. Down there, probably a good foul there. You're out of position, your team out of position as well. You lead it by 10. But it will be on the floor.
Davion wanted to add to his 25th block on the season.
Yeah, was looking for one there. Strickland, top of the key, left side, Radcliffe. Back to McCutcheon. Couldn't get it to go. Barr with the rebound. Pushes it up the left side, right over to Long. He'll take it inside, stop, pop, off the rim. Stanberry fall away on the rebound. Could not get that one to go. And Morgan with the rebound. He almost wheeled him through that one again. Brings it up left side. Deep three. Cooper, Radcliffe, no good. Rebound tapped around. Stanberry comes up with it. He'll lead the 1-on-3 break, take it to the hoop, and draw contact by Morgan. And that time Stanberry did put himself in a place where there was nothing left to do but just throw it at the hoop.
And it worked.
And he got bailed out. Morgan with the foul. Jonah to the line will shoot 2. On the season, 52% free throw shooter. And drills the first one. And the Electrics will continue with the line change. Cyril, Radcliffe, and Smith back in. 6:03 left in the half. 16-5 Bobcats. 2 for 2.
Nice touch there by Jonah. Knocks both of them in.
Yeah, he did. Cats continue. Full court pressure. Strickland picks it up in the backcourt. Over to Radcliffe. Up ahead, Cyril's back to Strickland. He'll penetrate. Kick it to McCutcheon. And back on top, Cyril's. Penetrates. Kick to the corner. And left side, McCutcheon didn't get a clean catch, but he'll pick it up, take it to the hoop, and not get the roll. Parsons with the rebound, and he held it so long that Strickland just reached in and got the tie up. Cats will stay with it on the arrow. Strickland not going away in the backcourt. He's going to hang around the ball all night long.
Yes. A good defender, quick. Going to pressure Bond all night.
To the high post, Barr. Hands it off, Bond to the hoop. Floater, off the glass, no. They'll call the charge as Bond went airborne and Owen Smith held his ground. So Caleb Bond picks up his first, team's fourth. Discount the bucket. 17-5, a timeout on the floor. Philo. We'll be back. More basketball on 98.5 right after this.
Feeding the world takes the work of a farmer. Patrons Buckeye Mutual, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, tips our hat to those who help ensure that we can all eat tomorrow. We are proud to offer the coverage farmers need to keep growing. So we're taking a moment to say thank you for planning our future. Trust in farming. Trust in Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Trust in tomorrow. Contact your Patrons Buckeye agent today at 638-3604. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Back at Gene Ford Gymnasium. Got caught before the game tonight with Coach Holdren telling me some old Gene Ford stories. And if we get a shot of the Cambridge bench tonight, the guy over there,
Hoggie's got the vest.
He's got the Gene Ford vest on. That is actually a Gene Ford worn coaching vest.
Well, Hoggie fills it out pretty well.
He does. He does.
And Coach McCourt has a vest on too. I doubt that was Coach Ford's though.
No, I don't think so. 5:13 to go. Full court pressure continues to be applied by the Bobcats. And tapped away, and another steal. Been effective here in the first half. Bond comes up with it, left side. Barr for three. Short rims it. Back to McCutcheon on the rebound. Under 5 to play. Cats lead it by 12. Into the half court. Smith, now Strickland. Inside McCutcheon. Across. Smith cut off on the penetration. Cyril. Back to Smith. McCutcheon out on top. If he turned quick enough, he had a man. Now Cyril penetrates, stop, pop, and drop it from the baseline. He hadn't had many chances to get open to shoot, and that was a tough contested shot.
Yeah, only his second shot so far tonight. Took a three earlier in the first quarter.
Trying to go through a double team, and they'll call the blocking foul. Jonas Stanberry hard to the basket that time, but they will call the blocking foul on McCutcheon, his first, team fourth.
Donnie Hines letting everybody in the gymnasium know. That was
on
the floor.
Yes, it was. Barr looking for the lob. Nobody inside. Out on top, throws it into the backcourt, and Parker Long quickly runs it down.
And smartly lets it cross.
Yeah. Come on. And Strickland again in his hip pocket. Strickland at 6'1", and they'll call the 5-second call. Bond unaware that the count was on. And Stanbury will step out. Pulaski back in. 4:05 left in the period, 17-7. Cats. Philo trying to cut into that lead. And they will not on this possession. Again, Owen Smith will turn it over. And a lot of dribbling, not a lot of passing by Philo. They've struggled.
Too much dribbling gets you in trouble.
And it doesn't do you much good against the zone defense. Bond again. Battles against Strickland. Across the timeline, gets the high pick, gives it to Pulaski down the lane. Kick out, bar in the corner. He'll bring it to the basket. Inside to Long, left it short. And Smith will pull down the rebound, push it up the right side. Still a 10-point Bobcat lead. Smith kick to the corner. Searles will go to the hoop, got in the air, and got the defense there as well.
And that's part of Searles' game. Again, he likes to take it to the hole and get to the free throw line.
Parker Long will pick up his first, team's 5th. And Searles will get a chance to shoot the first free throws of the night for the Electrics. 3:28 left, 17-7. Make it 8. 3:28 period. That's the Electrics' just 3rd point of this period. And he'll drill the pair. Low-scoring game. Cambridge certainly had to run away from them. 17-9 the score. Smith looking for the steal. Parsons brings it all the way up. Back out to Pulaski, lost the handle, and McCutcheon comes down with it. Bobcat didn't get it in the hands of the playmaker that time. Strickland. Back out to McCutcheon, 3-minute mark. Now Searles. He'll set up the play as Owen Smith back out on top. Looking for Searles running the baseline. Got it in the right corner, trying to pound his way inside, not there. Down the lane comes Jackson Radcliffe. That one blocked, but a foul. And Pulaski picks up his first. Cambridge with 6 now as a team, and Jackson Radcliffe to the line for 2.
Didn't get him by much, but got just enough.
And that free throw good. 3 for 3 tonight as a team. The Electrics, Radcliffe trying to continue that streak. 17-10, make it 11.
So Cats with 6 turnovers already tonight. If they want to be able to add to this lead, they better take care of the ball here.
With a catch, inside feed to Long, lost it on the floor. Pulaski goes down after it, leaves a little skin there, back out to Barr. Cats had in, and he gives it up. Strickland with the quick hands, comes up with it, kick to the corner, Searles 3-ball, cha-ching. And just like that, the Electrics are right back in it, down 3. 17-14.
Got to take care of the ball.
Campbell up the left side. Off the pick. Back out to Long. Handoff, Campbell. Kick out, Bond down the lane. Leaner, nope. And Strickland comes out and he'll run it. Up the left side, back to Searles on the left wing, and Barr nearly had that one as he reached in, had it in his hands, could not hold on. And Cats will substitute as Adam Smith back in. Davian Barr to the bench, 1:55 to go, 17-14. Cats led by 12 at one time. Down to 3, and that could evaporate here as Philo has possession. McCutcheon, right side, Strickland, off the penetration, throws it at the basket, knocks it in. That looked like he was just trying to get rid of it, but he drilled it.
Looked like an alley-oop pass.
1-point game. Cats with the lead and the ball. Bond to Pulaski. Back to Campbell. And he'll give it up. McCutcheon will have the steal and the run out. Lays it up and got the finger roll. McCutcheon's first hoop gives the Electrics the lead, 18-17.
Now 8 turnovers for the Cats.
The Cats had a 12-point lead, have been outscored 12-0 in the last few minutes. Pulaski, took the extra step and then another step after that. As Cooper Radcliffe checks in for Owen Smith, 1 minute as the Electrics now with the lead in the ball. Cats have pulled off the pressure. Right side, McCutcheon now, back out to Searles. Had the 3, pulled it down, took the long 2, and knocks it down. Searles in the period, 9 points. As Campbell in the backcourt, and Searles reaching in for the easy steal there. I think he picked up the foul, 5th on the team, and 38 seconds left, 2017 Philo. As Smith will take it out of bounds for the Cats. Gets it to Bond, he'll push. Down the lane, kick to the corner. Campbell, set 3, cha-ching! Caleb Campbell's second 3 of the half ties it at 20 apiece.
Much needed points there for the Cats. It had been a while.
Been a long time since Cambridge had scored. I think they led it at one time 17-5.
Well, 4 turnovers in a row will do that to you.
And the Electrics have gotten a little bit hot here. 8 seconds left. Cooper Radcliffe out on top. Forbes, not sure if he knows how much time. Searles, catch and shoot. And that one off the mark. Tried to draw the foul at the buzzer. And nothing doing there. So we finish how we started, tied. Instead of zeros, it's 20-20. At halftime, Bobcats and the Electrics all tied up. We'll take the break. We'll get our stats and scoring in order. Fill up that popcorn. We'll be back.
We need the floor cleared.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Hoops, presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. Now here's your host, Eric Reeser.
As the regular season begins to wrap up for boys high school basketball in the Buckeye State, one league in Central Ohio will hold a championship game before postseason play begins. The Columbus City League title will be decided on Saturday, February 12th at East High School in Columbus. Beechcroft will battle Afrocentric in a game that should have been the City League championship last year, but COVID issues with Afrocentric cost the Nubians their shot at the championship. Zach Fleer operates 270hoops.com, a site dedicated to boys and girls high school basketball in and around Central Ohio. He'll join me next to recap the year that was for the City League and what it means for both teams to battle this year for the City League championship. That's next. This is the Ohio News Network.
I'm Scott Demaro, president of the Ohio Education Association. On behalf of our 120,000 members, OEA is proud to sponsor tonight's game. We believe in the power of high school sports in shaping young athletes' lives, and we have seen firsthand the power of Ohio's educators to reach and teach their students through countless pandemic-related challenges. The best way to keep our schools open is to prevent the spread of COVID-19. If you can get vaccinated, we encourage you to get vaccinated now.
Does your child play video games with loot boxes or in-game rewards? If so, it's important to know when video games can turn into gambling. Learn the signs at changethegameohio.org. Teens are experiencing gambling in more ways due to the increase in gaming features that mimic gambling, such as loot boxes, gaming skins, and virtual currency. Help prevent youth gambling at changethegameohio.org. This message is brought to you by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
This is ONN.
The Beechcroft boys basketball team looks to repeat as champions of the Columbus City League as the Cougars won the North Division title for the second year in a row. Beechcroft is led by 6'8" senior forward Amani Lyles, who is in contention for Ohio's Mr. Basketball. Afrocentric won the South Division for the second consecutive season. The Nubians are led by junior forward Dalen Swain, who has generated interest from Ohio State and Ohio University. The day before the two schools were set to meet in the 2021 City League Championship, Afrocentric had to withdraw due to COVID issues. Beechcroft beat Walnut Ridge to capture the City League crown. And before the 2021-2022 season began, Zach Fleer from 270 Hoops predicted a Beechcroft Afrocentric rematch for this year's Columbus City crown. Zach says things have gone as planned for both teams this season.
Yeah, in the City League, it's been
pretty much as expected coming in the offseason, with Africentric and Beechcroft looking to both repeat in the North and South divisions. The fortunate part this year is Africentric will get a chance to actually play for the city title. They haven't won one since 2005. They last played in the city championship in 2013, so it's been a long time for them. Last year, because of COVID, they weren't able to play in that City League championship. They're 9-1 in their division right now, and they look primed and ready to win that division. So with that, and then Beechcroft in the North Division, they're 11-0 in the division. They got a 2-game lead right now, and it looks like they have a great chance to run the table and make it all the way there. And if they play against Africentric, that's going to be a matchup between, in my opinion, possibly the two best players in the City League, in Dalen Swain of Africentric and Amani Lyles of Beechcroft. So it's going to be a mix because Africentric's got a lot of juniors, where Beechcroft is pretty much all seniors. So we'll see if the youth can overcome the experience. But Beechcroft, when they made it to the city title, they haven't lost. They're 2-0 back in 2018 and 2020. So it seems like 2021 and 2018. So, Coach Humphrey Simmons knows what he's doing. So it's going to be an interesting run, but I see Beechcroft overcoming Africentric in that matchup. I just think they have the depth, and that experience and continuity of that roster is just really impressive for them.
Ohio High School Athletic Association boys basketball sectional tournaments are set to begin statewide on Valentine's Day. Both City League schools are in the OHSAA's Central District, but do reside in different divisions. Africentric is the #1 overall seed in Division III Central District, while Beechcroft is the top seed in the Central District of Division II. As for Division I, Pickerington Central, led by Ohio State football recruit Sonny Stiles, is the #1 overall seed in that Central District. The Tigers are 17-1 overall this season and actually beat Africentric in a late January contest in Columbus. My thanks to Zach Fleer of 270 Hoops for his time, insight, and the awesome work he and his team are doing over at 270 Hoops. Follow Zach on social media at ZachFleer270 and check out 270hoops.com for complete coverage of boys and girls high school basketball tournaments. For more information on OHSAA state tournaments, visit ohsaa.org. For the Ohio News Network, I'm Eric Reeser.
Hello, my name is Maxine Shriver. My dad is AVC's own Ray Shriver. Not only is he the best daddy in the world, he also helps businesses grow their bottom line. AVC offers so many solutions to meet your marketing needs. From advertising on any of their 7 great radio stations, they do website design, video production, and digital marketing, including Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, Philo, and so much more. Wow, Daddy, you guys do a lot.
We sure do, Max. Call me, Raymond Shriver, so I can help grow your business. 432-5605, or email me, rshriver@yourradioplace.com.
It's regift December time again at Jet Auto Group. This is Ed Ansel, and regifting is a good thing. Think about buying a pre-owned vehicle? It's regifted.
This is Tom Lothman. We also have a new gift with every vehicle we sell right up till Christmas Eve. How would a 55-inch TV look under your tree?
Or a Kindle Fire, or a $25 Visa gift card. This is Jordan Campbell, and you know we won't tell if you regift that too. It's our way of saying Merry Christmas from Jet Auto Group on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge.
Back at Gene Ford Gymnasium, halftime, brought to you tonight by Jet Auto. East Wheeling Avenue, Cambridge. 2020, our halftime score. Bobcats led 11-5 at the end of one, extended that lead to 17-5, and then got outscored 12-0 over the next couple of minutes. And Bobcats with a late Caleb Campbell 3 tied it, and that's where we stand at halftime. We were enjoying our stream tonight, this game being streamed at yourradioplace.com or the AVC Sports Facebook page. And you may have enjoyed the halftime entertainment by the Cambridge dance team. They fresh off the Nationals competition. They finished 9th in the nation in their division.
And the best part, they got to spend some time in Florida and got away from all this crazy snow and ice we've had.
I wonder if we could get some kind of basketball thing in.
I think we need to look into that.
January,
yes. At least for the commentators.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Some kind of training program that we have to go down there or something.
On a golf course.
Right. I got you.
2020, our score here at halftime. Let's take a look at individual scoring for the visiting Electrics. They had 5 points in the first period, but second quarter outscoring the Cats 15-9. And Cade Searles, we talked about him being the go-to guy and didn't have much going in that first period, but scored all 9 of his first half points in the second period. 5 from Jackson Radcliffe, 2 from Demetrius Strickland, 2 apiece. Nick Morgan and Carter McCutcheon for the Bobcats. Caleb Campbell got the start tonight, made the best of it. Couple of threes, 8 points and a half. 3 points for Adam Smith. 11 Pulaski with 3. 2 apiece for Stanberry, Parsons, and Bond. Kind of where we stand first half. Crazy to assess that first half because the Bobcats played a lot of guys. It's senior night. All the seniors played a lot. Actually, the only underclassman that did get in was Davian Barr. So now it's okay, everybody's had their minutes. Now does it, we start all over, 2020, and what happens in the second half?
Well, it's time to put your best foot forward and try to get a W. At the same time, getting ready for tournament play. I mean, you know, look, you want to honor your seniors. That's the whole point of it. I get it. First half, though, it's, you know, is in the books. It's time to go ahead and put your best foot forward, try to win the game. Now, that being said, I mean, most of the guys that were in the game were, you know, the seniors that are in the rotation anyway. So it's not like you did too much out of the ordinary. And that first group, hey, kudos to them. They played pretty well. And when they did finally leave at the end of one, as you said, they had a 11-5 lead. So, you know, they played pretty well. But
Coach Haberfield went pretty deep to his bench, too.
He did. And he has been trying to get some of, and he's young anyway, but he's trying to keep some of those guys fresh, I would guess, because Searles and McCutcheon, you know, they got the ball in their hands so much, and they get up and down the floor, and Searles tries to take it to the hole so much that he needs a little break every once in a while. The one thing that stands out to me is again, it was the tale of 2 quarters. Cambridge played pretty well that first quarter and only had 3 turnovers in the quarter, where Philo had turned the ball over 7 times in the first quarter and basically flip-flopped that for the second quarter. Both teams ended up with 9 turnovers, and several of those, as we had mentioned, that's how Philo got back in the game. Now, yes, they started shooting the ball a lot better, but Cambridge was giving them opportunities. You know, there were 4 turnovers in a row at one point in that second quarter. So Cambridge is going to have to clean up taking care of the ball if they want to compete and finish this game with a win.
Philo starters back on the floor. Searles, Strickland, Radcliffe, Smith, McCutcheon for the Bobcats. It will be Long, Smith, Parsons, Bond, and Yannico. So the Cats continue to give some other seniors playing time. The Cats with the trap, and ball tapped in the backcourt and stolen away. Bobcats eventually come up with it. Yannico to Parsons, off the glass, kisses it in, and they wave it off.
Yes. Called a travel.
Thought he shuffled a little bit there. I didn't know if I heard. You can't hear a whistle with these headsets on.
No, you can't. There's a little bit of contact there, whether that made him shuffle his feet or not. It's probably a good non-call on the foul. So pretty much didn't have anything else to call but a travel.
Radcliffe back out on top, stolen away again. This time, Bond, he'll take it in for the finish and does. Caleb Bond's second hoop of the night. Cats on top by 2. They get those 2 anyway. Bond always on the move, nearly got another. Up ahead, kick out. Searles, baseline. And Long on the reach in. You could tell his body language was, I don't want to stick my hand out there. And he knew as soon as the whistle blew that he had picked up his second foul. And it will be a shooting foul. Searles 2 for 2 in the first half, 9 points. And we'll get 2 chances here and drops the first one. First guy to 10.
Searles was 2 for 2 in that second quarter from the line. 4 for 5 from the field in that second quarter.
And his second one rattles in and out, no good. Parsons. And the Cats lead it by 1. Pressure in the backcourt. Up ahead, Long. Yannico passes up the 10-footer over to Bond. He'll take it down the lane. The floater lost his momentum, short of the mark. Long rebound, stick back in. Parker Long, as he does all the time, just keeps on battling.
Right. That's Parker Long's game.
Not the biggest guy out there, not the fastest, but he got as much heart as anybody. Tap in the backcourt. Yannico comes up with it. Got the defense airborne. Couldn't get it to go. And Strickland will clear it out for the Electrics. 24-21 Cats up ahead. Smith. And Bond again from behind. Taps it away. And Long comes up with it. Back to Bond.
Bond is just so quick.
He never gives up. Yannico right side. Three. Cha-ching! Yannico from downtown. Cats lead it by 6. McCutcheon right side. Searles with the answer. That one won't go. Yannico for the Cats. Pulls it down and pushes it up into the double team. Up ahead, Long. Bounce pass. Parsons, and the Cats will have a timeout. Coach Bertussit had called the timeout, but his guys were going for the hoop.
Yeah.
27-21. 5:58 left. We'll keep it here for this timeout.
And just like the first quarter started out, Philo with 4 turnovers already here in this third quarter. Now, credit Cambridge's defense for flying around all over the place. Caleb Bond has been everywhere so far, causing havoc to be able to to cause a couple of those turnovers.
That game for a minute there, for 2 minutes there, got quicker than either one of these teams likes to play, I believe. And the Bobcats normally, they like to get into that half-court set, but they played pretty well in that last minute or two off of the turnovers and flying around.
Yeah, well, and they took care of the ball. They only had 1 turnover so far. Now, of course, we've only had a minute or so go by, but certainly causing 4 turnovers.
That's with the ball out of the timeout. Into Long. Off the dribble. Now the Bond. Out of the double team. Left side, Parsons puts it on the floor. Pulls up from 15 and knocks it down. Tough shot. As Cole Parsons extends the Bobcat lead to 8. Led by 12 earlier tonight. Full court pressure. Radcliffe across the timeline left side. 5.5 left. Strickland inside feed. Searles back to McCutcheon. He'll try to bang his way in, and Long giving him all of it. And I think, are they going to call Long or McCutcheon?
They should call Long.
Yeah. He was giving him forearms and chest bumps, and McCutcheon was just going at him with his backside.
Right.
And Parker Long picks up his 3rd. 29-21, 3rd on the Bobcats, or 2nd, I should say, the half. As Pulaski will step in, no doubt, for Long, who has 3. 29-21 Cats, 5:20 left here in the 3rd. Smith on the trigger to Searles. And he'll pull it back on top to Strickland. Owen Smith. Now to Radcliffe. Strickland looks inside, back to the top of the key. Searles passed up the 3, looking for penetration. That's, as you said, his game, and always looking for a way to get down that lane.
That being said, they've set up several plays for him from the 3-point line.
Inside feed, Bobcats lost Strickland wide open, and he'll lay it up and in. First hoop of the period for Philo at the 4:45 mark. 29-23. Pulaski to the hoop, hangs in the air, and Levin Pulaski knocks it down.
And you see the maturity of Levin Pulaski.
He's gotten a lot better.
As this second half of the season has gone, his confidence has risen as well.
McCutcheon with Pulaski in his face, couldn't get it to go. And Levin rips down the rebound, got it to Bond, back out to Pulaski through the double team, and he turned around and passed it right into the hand of Owen Smith. He'll take it down and put up the floater, and Bond will pull that miss down into a double team. Back to Yannico. And Philo, just not giving up, comes up with the steal again. And Caleb Bond got another steal out of that deal somehow.
Jeez.
Up ahead to Pulaski. He'll stop and pop the 3. Cha-ching! Wait a minute. What's going on here? Pulaski, second 3 of the season, but pushes the Cat lead to 11, 34-23. Timeout on the floor. I need a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
In your car are likely your two biggest investments. Protecting them from unexpected damage is a prime concern to WB Green Insurance. They are proud to represent Westfield Insurance, a financial service organization that provides insurance products for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers, along with personalized claim service that's fast and friendly. To learn how Westfield can help with your insurance needs, talk to WB Green Insurance today.
Back at Gene Ford Court, 3:45 remains here in the third period, 34-23. The Bobcats come out, and we're trying to find adjectives to accurately describe this here during the timeout, but it has just been a street fight of sorts. Just both teams scrapping back and forth.
That's a good description as well. The term I used was playing ugly.
It was playing ugly.
That's not being derogatory at all, but, you know, from the Cats game, when you're not the best shooting team in the world, right, and you don't take care of the ball real well, you got to play that way to be able to cause some turnovers so you can get some quick baskets, and that's what the Cats did there in that third quarter.
Fabian Barr checks in along with Caleb Campbell for the Bobcats. A little full court pressure up ahead. McCutcheon from 14. Front rims that one. Pulaski with the rebound. Back to Bond. 3.5 left. Bond. Inside feed. Parsons got the defense airborne, and he'll lay it up and in. Bobcats playing really well this period in a faster-paced game. Bond with another steal. He's trying to get all 22 of those tonight.
I think so.
Parsons for three. Chet! Hey! Yes! Cole Parsons, 7 in the period, and the Cats busting it open. Bond with another steal. Barr lays it in. And Coach Aberfield says, I got to have another TO. 2:59 left as the Cats exploding here in the third period. 41-23. Again, we'll keep it here for this one. And the defensive pressure by the Cats has just been wearing out the electric.
Totally the difference so far in this second half. 7 turnovers by Philo, and it's because of that pressure. Now, the funny thing was, though, on that 3 ball that Cole Parsons shot and made, did you see him give a little look behind him to see where the pressure was behind him? And then he turns around and makes the 3.
Yeah, how often does that happen, right?
Right.
And I'm not going to look at the basket while I'm shooting.
That was it. But, yeah, credit Cambridge's defense so far for really turning up that pressure.
Cats have scored 21 points in this period. They scored 20 in the first half.
Right. That's.
And, you know, Coach is probably over saying, look, give me all you got for 3 or 4 minutes because I'm going to bring in 4 more guys.
Yep.
Give me all you got for 3 or 4 minutes, and that's what he's done.
They have responded.
There's another steal. Barr got a hand on that one. Campbell comes up with it. Back to Barr. Skips it across. Bond fakes the 3 down the lane. Back to Barr. He'll take it all the way in. Put it up. And one. Right through the hands of Demetrius Strickland. And he'll head to the line. Strickland's second foul. Team's first to the half. And first chance for the Bobcats to get to the line in this period. They've scored 23 points and haven't shot a free throw till now, and that one is good. You know it's going good when the free throws drop down.
Right.
44-23, Cambridge has totally blown this game open. Cooper Radcliffe, who just checked into the corner, nearly had it stolen away. Back to McCutcheon. Triple team. Barr got a finger on that one, back to Radcliffe. Aiden Banks. To Morgan, and Morgan put the ball on the floor, and he was heading to the basket till he ran into Levin Pulaski. And he said, not in my house.
He definitely ran into a brick wall, that's for sure.
Pulaski's second foul, team's third. 2:14 left. Inside, Radcliffe. Jackson Radcliffe knocks it down. Cooper also in the game. Inbound. And a foul as Pulaski caught it, but I think they're going to get Radcliffe. Jackson. Maybe not. Nope. I think they got Cooper right. They got Radcliffe. I knew they got one of the Radcliffe.
You got half of it right.
I did. 44-25, and the Foul Cats will take it out near midcourt. Man, lob into Pulaski, catches it over top of McCutcheon and lays it in. And he had a kind word to say as well, I think. More full court pressures. The Cats lead it 44-25. Barr nearly came up with the steal out on top. His ability to jump and cause that bad pass back to him. He'll take it in for the dunk and hammers it down. Davian Barr, 7 in the period. Once again, the Electrics out of control, throw it away. And that is the exclamation point for the Cats on a frustrating season.
Yeah, Davion is smiling from ear to ear. I'm sorry, Dave is smiling from ear to ear. He wants me to call him Dave, so I had to get it in there.
You got it. Up ahead. Cats with it. Campbell in the corner. Tapped out of his hand, and they'll say touched last by the Cats. That was, I thought, knocked out of his hand by the defense, but it was hard to tell in that corner. They'll give it to Philo. 48-25. Cats exploding here. The Electrics have only scored 5 in the period. Bobcats 28. Right corner. Inside feed. McCutcheon knocked out of his hand.
Cats have forced 10 turnovers.
Yeah, nearly got another one right there. 1:09 to go. They got a hand in everything, and quick pass into Strickland, and he'll lay it up and in. Bobcats sleeping defensively there. On the other way, Pulaski to the hoop. Hangs in the air, couldn't get that one to go. And McCutcheon will push it the other way. Tapped around off the pass, right back into the hands of Carter. And then Pulaski from nowhere slapped Cooper Radcliffe's shot out of bounds. He'll take a seat. Jonas Stanberry in for some fun. Inside, Cooper Radcliffe with the catch. The shot got the rebound, stick back, no good. Kick out, Morgan from the baseline off the side of the basket. Aiden Banks couldn't keep it alive, and now with a run out, Barr again, all the way, coast to coast, and cashes in his 9th of the period, 50-27. Have not seen the Bobcats do this all season.
No. Well, sloppy play by the other team will do that.
And the ball hit the end line as Radcliffe couldn't control it. Searles will check back in along with Owen Smith, but the damage done here in the third. 15 seconds left. Cats get it into Stanberry. Nobody paying attention to him, and he got fouled on the way up. Owen Smith just checked in, and I'm not sure he even knew who he was guarding. It was supposed to be probably Stanberry, who had the breakaway.
Yeah.
He'll get the foul, head to the line. Oh, Jonah, 2 for 2 in the first half, has 2 more chances here. 12 seconds left in the period. Cats have scored 30 in this period as Stanberry unable to roll the first one in. I dare say the Cats have not scored 30 in a period all year.
There's been several games that they haven't scored 30.
That's true. Second one is money. Third point on the night for Jonah. 8 seconds left. Cyril off the dribble, down the lane. Scoop up. No good. Stanberry with the rebound. Out ahead. Campbell from half court. Front rim that one. Hey, in a night where everything else is going right, why not? Fourth period coming up, 51-27. Cambridge. We'll be back after this.
Like it or not, organic reach is harder and harder to achieve. The days of going viral without a boost might be gone forever. ABC Communications' digital marketing team can help you take advantage of digital advertising opportunities through keyword search, social media, streaming services, or advertising your business on the internet's busiest websites. ABC can target potential customers in your area with geofencing technology and help you reach the right people with the right message at the right time. Contact your ABC marketing representative at 432-5605 or info@yourradioplace.com.
Back at Gene Ford Gymnasium, Bobcats on top 51-27. Want to thank all of our sponsors, Papa John's, Jet Auto, Doan Ford, West 40 Auto Sale, WB Green Insurance, Abels Electric, Southeastern Med, Patrons, Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Beth Glass. In that Bobcat quarter, 31 points brought to you by Valentine Insurance.
Man,
boom.
That was something impressive. Hey. Cats shoot 76% in that quarter. 13 for 17 in that quarter.
31-7. They outscored the Electrics, and they'll get it right here to start the fourth. Bond trying to squeeze it into Barr. He'll battle for it, but lost the handle. Cooper Radcliffe comes up with it and kicked out of bounds. It will stay with the Electrics.
Cats with 3 turnovers in the third quarter.
This game was tied at 20 at halftime, and it looked like Philo had a little momentum.
They absolutely had the momentum. Didn't take long, though.
No. Right side, Banks out on top. Three-pointer by Wilson, short of the mark. Battle for the rebound. Jonas Stanberry kept it alive, and then Barr came up with the steal, and he was heading to the hoop again, and McCutcheon got in his way. Dave, as he likes to be called,
correct.
Davion, he was going to the hoop again. He got that jam in the third period. It was,
he's still smiling from that. He wanted another one.
Going. So McCutcheon with the foul, his second. And a stoppage on the floor. We got a little blood that needs cleaned up. And Jeffrey needs to, checked out, I'm sorry, Davian Barr needs to change his shirt. He's going all skin now. Most guys these days got the T-shirt on underneath, and he had that and got a little blood on it. Now he's just got to go jersey, showing off the guns.
There's a pretty good collision here.
Yes, there was. It was amazing how quickly, though, he had that thing in high gear and was heading down.
Yeah.
51-27. First period, Cats 11-5. Then Cambridge got a 12-point lead at one time. That it vanished. That Philo outscored them 12-zip. Late in that second period, the Bobcats able to get a late three to tie it at halftime, 20 apiece. But the third period owned by the Cats. Davian Barr, 9 in the period, 9 for Cole Parsons, and 7 for Pulaski.
Cats shot 3 of 4, 75% from beyond the arc in that third period.
You're not keeping track of steals tonight, but you might have to start doing that.
Jeez.
Caleb Bond came into this game 4th in career steals, needed 22 to get to tie Dustin Ford, who's 3rd. I'm conservatively saying tonight he's had a hand in about 8 or 9 steals at least.
I was going to say 7 or 8 was probably a pretty good number.
I don't know if he got credit for every one of them, but he's tapped a lot of them around.
Yeah, he's definitely caused some more turnovers, but actual steals that he's actually retained is probably in that number. So, yeah, Caleb, he's just so quick defensively and such a smart basketball player. He knows he can read where that pass is coming from. So he's a huge benefit to have on the floor for the Cats.
Back in play, Bond in the backcourt. 51-27, 7:20 and counting left in this game. Back out on top. Campbell for 3. Cha-ching.
Wow, downtown.
His 3rd of the night. Caleb Campbell on fire. 11. And the Cats lead extended 54-27. Barr again with the steal. Out ahead, Stanberry. Hard to the hoop. Almost too hard. And the ball knocked out of his hands. I don't know how he was going to gather himself to go to the hoop as fast as he was going.
Yeah.
The Cats will retain possession.
Jonah's got one speed, man. It's full go.
Actually, they'll call Radcliffe with the foul. His first, team's 5th. Campbell in the corner. Stanberry back out on top. Bond now. Right side to Campbell. Back to Barr. A little crossover move. Oh, and got it to hang and drop. A lot of spin on that ball. Long pass down, Searles to the hoop. And he'll head to the line. This game has become just street ball.
It's been a fun quarter to watch.
Oh, it has been. More so if you're a Bobcat fan than an Electric fan. That foul on Stanberry, his first, and that will send Cyril to the line. Cade tonight has been pretty solid at the line as he drops that one in. 4 of 5. As Cambridge goes to the bench again. Seniors for seniors. Yannico back in. Parker Long back in. You know, Coach Pertusa tonight hey, it's senior night. He's letting the seniors get a lot of time, as you mentioned.
Yep.
Second one by Cyril, no good. Strickland rebound, couldn't get the stick back, and knocked out of bounds. It will go to the Bobcats. Yeah, credit to coach. You know, a lot of times you say, I got to go with my guys to win, and these guys are winning.
Yeah.
Yannico up the floor, back to Long. Philo hadn't given up. Their defense has been up in your face all night long, and they're still not letting Bond get free.
Especially Strickland.
Parsons to the hoop. Had a block, kick out. Bond 3-ball, short of the mark. He might have gotten fouled, no call. Smith with a rebound, 1-on-5. He'll slow it down and get it to Strickland. 6-minute mark, 56-28. Cats in control. Cyril's trying to bang his way in against Yannico. Backdoor cut, got it inside, and good shot that time. Cooper, Radcliffe. I don't know how he got that in. Parsons. To Long, down the lane. Left hand flip at the back. That was in and out. And here comes Searles on the run out. And they'll call the block. I don't know. Bond had pretty good position that time, but they'll call the block on Caleb Bond. And that'll be his second. Searles had a 1-on-3, and he wasn't holding back. He was going to the hoop.
No. Searles, he's going to take it to the hole.
He'll head to the line again for his 7th and 8th free throws. 56-30, make it 31. Five of 7 tonight for Cade. 12 points and make it 13. 5:27, Long battles for the inbounds, and they'll call Searles for the foul as he was contesting that. Picks up his second, team 6.
As you said, Philo's not giving up.
No.
They are hustling, and they are trying to get some steals to get back in this game.
They're not looking at the scoreboard. They're just playing basketball.
Absolutely, yep.
Give him some credit for that. Inbound, Long. Back out on top, Barr, who's just been on fire. Everything he's put up has gone in this second half. Parsons, pull up from 15. That one off the mark. Strickland with the rebound, and he'll push it. Half court. Hands it off. 15-foot line drive by Smith, no good. Barr had the rebound, kept it alive. Now Bond with it. Up ahead to Long. Bond, left side, Parsons. Back out to Long. Right corner, Campbell for 3. Not this time. He's hit 3 tonight. He was itching to get another one up there. 4.5 left in the game, 56-32 Cambridge. And Bond had eyed up another steal and just didn't have the space to completely pull it off. He knew Jackson Radcliffe was going to his right, and he had him in the crosshairs. 4:32 left, timeout on the floor. 56-32 Cats. We'll be back after this.
Like it or not, organic reach is harder and harder to achieve. The days of going viral without a boost might be gone forever. AVC Communications' digital marketing team can help you take advantage of digital advertising opportunities through keyword search, social media, streaming services, or advertising your business on the internet's busiest websites. AVC can target potential customers in your area with geofencing technology and help you reach the right people with the right message at the right time. Contact your AVC marketing representative at 432-5605 or info@yourradioplace.com.
Back at Gene Ford Court. 4:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Cats in control, 56-32. And still a lot of energy out there, both these teams. Battling like it's a 1 or 2 point game. Inbound. Radcliffe heading to the hoop, and he lost his footing right there where the cheerleaders stand a lot. And you wonder, again, is there some dust, some dirt? But he was cranking it up and went down there, and that'll be a turnover. And the Electrics have had a bunch of them tonight. Strickland again up in Bond's face, makes him give it up to Barr and across to Campbell. Bobcats Got to be careful here as the defense is continuing to trap the ball. Back to Bond. Inside feed, Parker Long. Top of the key, Campbell 3. And he airballed that one. Rushed it a little bit and didn't get himself set. 4:04 left. And here come the Electrics. Philo, only 4 field goals in this half, have not been able to keep pace with the Bobcats. Searles penetrates, trying to kick it to the corner and off the hands. I think they're going to say that Parsons probably touched that last, so we'll stay with Philo. Wilson into Searles. Again to the paint. Got the defense in the air. Long that time thought he got ball. Long did a pretty good job of staying down when Searles gave him the head fake, and they went up and blocked the shot but got the foul. Parker's 4th foul of the night. Searles back to the line. His 9th and 10th tries. And he's been pretty solid here.
He's smooth.
7 points at the line. And another 7 from the field, and they'll drop another one there. 15 on the night. Campbell with the catch and up the left side. Saw the double team, back to Bond. Pushed it up. Parsons to the hoop. Finger roll up and in.
And Parsons has been trying to get a dunk on the season, too. He told me the other day, I want to get one before the season's over.
Strickland switched to the left hand. Demetrius knocks it in. 58-36. Parsons back to Bond. Top of the key, down low, wide open Barr. Easy assist. Davian Barr, 13. Yeah, probably their best scoring night. They've got a lot of guys in double digits in this game. They've struggled to do that this year. Owen Smith trying to answer. His 15-footer off the mark. Barr with the rebound. Strickland stole it away. Reverse layup, no good. Barr rebounds it and kicks it back into Bond. Bond, right side, Long from 5. Left it short. Rebound Parsons. Couldn't get it. And knocked out of bounds. Touched last by the Cats. Cambridge getting a lot of looks there. As Adam Smith will check back in. Wesley Wilson checks in for Owen Smith. Inbound it. Backcourt to Cooper Radcliffe. Across the timeline. All the way to the hoop. Nobody stopped him, and he'll lay it up and in. Radcliffe, a couple of hoops here in the 4th period.
Couldn't get an easier basket than that for Radcliffe.
No defense that time. 2.5 left. Right side. Smith for 3. Catching! Adam Smith started the game with a 3. Back in, knocks one down late. Searles trying to answer. That 3 off the mark. Rebound to Parsons up ahead. Campbell all the way to the hoop. A lot of contact there, no call. Inside feed Bond. Couple hops on the rim, no good. And touch last. Here comes another line change. As Caleb Bond will take a seat, probably for the last time here tonight we'll see him. Parker Long as well. Reagan Rogers. Reagan into the game. Down the lane. Jackson Radcliffe will head to the line here. Pulaski in. Cats trying to get the seniors that one little moment in and out and recognition.
Well deserved.
Yeah. Should be a night they remember tonight. I know that Davian Barr will.
For sure.
Right,
and he'll remind all of us
yes.
later on as well.
Again and again. And the second one will not go. Smith with the rebound for the Cats to Rogers.
Smith with 2 threes and 2 rebounds tonight.
Stanberry. Yannico down the lane to Smith. Now Pulaski. Levin likes to take it to the basket. Does through multiple people.
And one.
He got hammered 2 or 3 times. They finally called one.
Yes. And the official's letting him know that now. Yeah. Look, son, I'm really sorry, but you're up by 30.
Well, you know, Levin likes it. He has to have that last word.
Yes. Oh,
he has to have the last word.
Every time.
And I think the official also said to him, yeah, just shoot the free throw. And he does. And can't get it to go. Radcliffe rebound. Pulaski, another good night. 12 for him.
In the game for Cambridge, senior, another senior, number 45, not on your varsity roster.
No, but he is a senior.
It is Luke, and I cannot pronounce Luke's last name.
I can't either.
But
he's in the game. They'll try to get him a bucket if they can. Hard to the hoop this time goes Cooper Radcliffe. Another foul. Well, give us a shot at that. Give us your best.
Oh, you kidding me?
Go ahead.
You gonna make me do it?
Yeah, the exchange students in the game.
Deluk Longpong.
There you go.
Boom.
Good.
Close enough, right?
Smith picked up the foul. And Cooper Radcliffe could not connect on the first one. 1:05 left. Second one is up, and it's all good. Stanberry. Into Yannico, 1:03 and counting, 65-40 Bobcats. Luke with the ball. Deep three, left side, now off the mark. And tapped out, touched by the Cats. He had an open look. This place was going crazy if that goes down.
The roof would have came off for sure if that goes in. And it was a good-looking shot.
It was. 50 and counting. Cats by 25. Kick out, corner, 3-ball, Wilson. Not there. Rebound, stick back is. And that was Talon Preston. 36. And Luke with the ball across the timeline. Another deep three. Off the mark. Kick out. Pulaski gets it back to Luke again. He'll take another one top of the key. Front rim bounce twice. He'll get a third chance. That one no good. 15 left. They're going to give him another look here. Philo playing along. He might get a little bit closer. They're going to give him chances till the clock runs out. And he'll take the layup, put it up. There it is! At the buzzer.
How about that?
The student section will congratulate the exchange student and senior on his varsity bucket. They got him on their shoulders. And great sportsmanship by the Philo Electrics.
Absolutely. That was something you don't see every day, that's for sure.
Hey, about making memories. And it was tonight. 67-42 the final score. We'll wrap this one up when we come back right after these messages.
I'm not buying till I check Doan Ford.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at DoanFord.com.
Hello, my name is Maxine Shriver. My dad is AVC's own race driver. Not only is he the best daddy in the world, he also helps businesses grow their bottom line. AVC offers so many solutions to meet your marketing needs. From advertising on any of their 7 great radio stations. They do website design, video production, and digital marketing, including Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, Philo, and so much more. Wow, Dad, you guys do a lot.
We sure do, Max. Call me, Raymond Shriver, so I can help grow your business. 432-5605 or email me, rshriver@yourradioplace.com.
It's Regift December time again at Jet Auto Group. This is Ed Ansel, and regifting is a good thing. Think about buying a pre-owned vehicle? It's regifted.
This is Tom Lothman. We also have a new gift with every vehicle we sell right up till Christmas Eve. How would a 55-inch TV look under your tree?
Or a Kindle Fire or a $25 Visa gift card. This is Jordan Campbell, and you know we won't tell if you regift that too. It's our way of saying Merry Christmas from Jet Auto Group on East Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge.
Your home and your car are likely your two biggest investments. Protecting them from unexpected damage is a prime concern to WB Green Insurance. They are proud to represent Westfield Insurance, a financial service organization that provides insurance products for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers, along with personalized claim service that's fast and friendly. To learn how Westfield can help with your insurance needs, talk to WB Green Insurance today.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Like it or not, organic reach is harder and harder to achieve. The days of going viral without a boost might be gone forever. AVC Communications' digital marketing team can help you take advantage of digital advertising opportunities through keyword search, social media, streaming services, or advertising your business on the internet's busiest websites. AVC can target potential customers in your area with geofencing technology and help you reach the right people with the right message at the right time. Contact your AVC marketing representative at 432-5605 or info@yourradioplace.com.
Back at Gene Ford Gymnasium, where it is bedlam on senior night, right?
Sure.
Bobcats come up with a 67-42 win, 67 points. That's more than the Cats have scored in any game this year. I'm not sure I think maybe once they've been over 60, but not 67. And they did it with pretty balanced scoring tonight. I got 4 guys in double digits for the Cats, but score by quarter, 11-5. Cats at the end of one. The Electrics made a run at Cambridge in that second period. Actually had the lead briefly, and then it was tied at 20 at halftime. But from that point on, all Cambridge. 31-7 third period by the Bobcats essentially ended the outcome of this one, as the Bobcats led at 51-27 going to the fourth period and outscored the Electrics by 1 down the stretch, 16-15, 67-42, your final score. Individual scoring for the Electrics, 15 for Cade Searles, most of those coming at the line, 8 of 10, and did not make a field goal in the second half, but got to the line numerous times. 8 for Strickland. Jackson Radcliffe with 8 as well, including 3 or 4 at the line. 2 for Nick Morgan, 5 for Cooper Radcliffe, 2 apiece for Carter McCutcheon and Talon Preston, as the Philo Electrics dropped to 2-19 on the season. Bobcats now 6-14 in their scoring, led tonight by Davian Barr. Didn't get to start because it was senior night. He came in the game and didn't score in the first half, but in the third period got 9, including a Thunder one-hand dunk. Added a couple more baskets in the final period. Davian 13 on the night, 1 of 1 at the free throw line, 11 apiece. Caleb Campbell knocking down 3 threes. Cole Parsons came in, knocked down a 3, ended up with 11 as well. 12 for Levin Pulaski tonight, who also knocked down a 3. But other seniors who contributed, Adam Smith started the game with 3 and ended it with 1 late as well. A couple of threes for him and 6 points. Jonas Stanberry with 3 points tonight, all at the line. Drew Yannico, I got him with 3. You got him with 3?
He did.
Yeah, he
knocked
hit a
in
3. That's right. Yeah, his three-pointer. Parker Long with 2. And I think, what do we got? Caleb Bond, who normally leads this team in scoring tonight, just enjoying himself out there he dished it off. I don't know how many assists he had tonight, but we do know he had 6 official steals. Certainly seemed like a lot more than that as he was flying all over the place. But 4 points and a Bobcat win there. Cats go to 6-14. The Electrics now 2-19.
And the best stat of the whole night is every single senior got in a scorer's column.
Yeah, Luke even came in. Luke got one there late. He had to take a bunch of shots. His shooting percentage officially in the stats won't look very good, but he did score.
He did score, and thank you very much to the Philo team for making that boy's night, that's for sure.
Yeah, his night probably. You know, we talked, and we have a couple of times tonight about senior night being a night of memories and all of those things. And tonight, really, it was the seniors for the Bobcats who, it was them. They had to get out and get it done. They started off really well tonight. You know, Caleb Bond, Caleb Campbell, Yannico, Adam Smith, and Pulaski. A little different starting lineup than you've seen the Cats with, but it's senior night. And those guys gave way to more seniors, and they were able to get it done. And, you know, play and have fun, get all their teammates involved, and make it a fun game. The fans got involved. They rushed the floor at the end of the game there. You'd have thought they just won the national championship.
They did. It was, look, everybody was having a good time on a Saturday night in Doan Ford Gymnasium, a good crowd, and I think everybody enjoyed the show, that's for sure, and something that these seniors will not forget.
Yeah, huge third period. Bobcats put up 31 points in the period, and that ends up being really the difference in the game as they pull away from the Electrics and never look back. You mentioned, I think, at one point they had shot over 70% in that one period, and that has to carry over for a pretty good game percentage, other than, well, maybe Luke brought that down a little at the end.
Well, a little bit at the end, but what really brought it down was their first half shooting percentage. They only shot 35% in the first half, did finish the game at 47%, which was a huge improvement, 53% from inside the arc, and 38% from beyond the arc. So if you're going to shoot 38% from three-point land, you're going to feel pretty good about that. And the Cats were 62% from the free throw line. Philo didn't shoot the ball great tonight, 53% overall, but from beyond the three-point line they struggled. And that's, again, we said that in the opening, they're not the best shooting team out there anyway, so you're not going to expect them to have a great shooting night, but you know, they played hard, but their biggest detriment was turning the ball over, really that second half, and specifically the third quarter. I've got Philo with 24 turnovers total. Wow. And honestly, most of those were in that third period. I mean, they were only 4 or 5. You know, they're late with a lot of things going on. So 24 turnovers, credit the Cats defense for sure in that third quarter with that pressure. They really caused most of those turnovers. They weren't unforced turnovers, you know, goofy things, traveling and those kind of things. They were forced turnovers, so credit the Cats for that. And on the other hand, Cats did turn the ball over 14 times tonight, which is a little below their average, but still way too many if you want to be able to compete in tight games.
They made 8 threes.
Yeah, they shot the ball. They
haven't done that for a while.
Well, threes by a couple other guys. Drew, as we said, got one, and Adam Smith got 2 of them. Caleb Campbell had 3 of them, and Levin Pulaski even got him a 3 tonight. So, you know, there were several guys shooting the ball from long range, and it was going in on the day. The Cats shot, as I said, 38% from beyond the arc. So a pretty decent shooting night for the Cats.
Well, and even though it's senior night, it's not the end of the regular season, and not that far till tournament time. Bobcats actually have a couple of regular season games left. One here Monday night, a game you and I'll have, is the Cats host the Meadowbrook Colts, who had their number earlier this season. Of course, the Colts have had a lot of people's number. And there's another number floating around out there. Is Jake Singleton, who trying to become the all-time leading scorer for the Colts, is pretty close to doing that. He's just 43 points away from doing that. And with the Cats and them hooking up Monday night.
Well, Monday night, and again.
And again a week from that or so.
Right.
So he's going to have a couple of chances there, maybe against the Bobcats, to do that.
Yeah, well, and he averages over 26 a game, I believe. So I don't think that's going to be.
He had 36 last night.
That helps. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be out of out of reach for the youngest Singleton from Damon and Kendra. So congratulations to Jake getting his name in there. But yeah, that's there's been a heck of a lot of Singletons out there, that's for sure. So that's going to be a neat night for when Jake does break that record.
Yeah, so the Bobcats got game Monday we'll have here. The Lady Cats at home on Tuesday night. And a game that we'll be covering here as well, I think on WILE probably,
and
but also streamed.
That is OVAC semifinal game, I believe.
Okay. Well, there you go. I'm glad you knew that.
Yeah, well.
That's why you're here. You're in the loop sometimes, and I'm not.
Sometimes.
Final tonight, though. Cats with a win 67-42. Want to thank all of our sponsors. Doing a great job bringing you Bobcat basketball all season long. Papa John's of Cambridge, Jet Auto, Doan Ford, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Abel's Electric, Heating and Cooling, Southeastern Med, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Beth Glass, and Valentine Insurance. Thanks to all of our sponsors for making this an exciting season, and also the guys that help bring you all the action. Our board op tonight up on the hill, Brandon, always a great job there, and here our director on site, Brett Klein, who is the boss or thinks he's the boss.
He thinks he is, so he comes over to my house.
And then Christian Mills, who gives us all the fantastic shots on camera. We appreciate those guys, and they get a couple more nights for us here. But, hey, JV, another exciting night here. Bobcats pick up the W. That hadn't always happened this year, but it was a well-fought contest by both teams. And we wish them both the best of luck in the postseason. But tonight, the Cats, and you're seeing some of the post-game celebration down on the floor here as all the seniors posing with family and classmates and teammates and stuff and taking pictures that they'll remember 30 years from now. And remember that night that Luke took 12 shots?
Yeah, they'll remember that for sure.
A lot of memories made tonight for the Bobcats as they pick up the win 67-42. Over the Philo Electrics. For the AVC sports team till Monday. We'll be back in action for you there. I'm Bill Kafuri. Good night, everyone.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Doan Ford, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Southeastern Med, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Valentine Insurance, Beth Glass C.P.A, Papa John's Pizza of Cambridge, Whitesides of St. Clairsville, and Rumor Loudon. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports.